What if the British never left? Most people answer that emotionally, but let me answer it economically. Because the numbers are far more brutal than the feelings. Let me explain. In the year 1700, India controlled 24.4% of the world's GDP. That is not a myth or a nationalist talking point. That was a British economist whose data is published by the OECD. We were one of the two largest economies on the planet, and by the time the British left in 1947, our share had collapsed to 4%. Britain's share of the world economy tripled from 2.9 to 9% in the same period. Now ask yourself, who paid for that rise? An economist calculated that between 1765 and 1938, Britain extracted an equivalent of $45 trillion from India. Now that figure is contested by historians worldwide, but even the most conservative estimates acknowledge a massive systematic drain. India's share of global industrial output went from 25% in 1750 to 2% in 1900. Our life expectancy in 1911 was 22 years, and in 1943, just 4 years before independence, 3 million people died in the Bengal famine while Churchill's government exported food outside of the region. Most of this is documented in British colonial records themselves. Now here is the real question. If the British never left, we would still be the raw material supplier to someone else's industrial revolution. Our railways, our ports, our legal system, all designed not for our development but for efficient extraction. In the 1700s, both were comparable economic powers. But by 1970, Japan had the second largest economy in the world and we were still recovering. The British leaving India was not charity, it was bare minimum. And we are still, after 70 plus years, recovering the ground we lost in 200 years of managed decline. Follow me for more such what-if situations.